Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and thank you for clicking on the video. Listen, Black Americans, please stop making these woe is me videos about Jamaicans talking trash about Black Americans. At the end of the day, we are Americans, and the world has a disdain for America to a certain extent. So if you go to another country, the least thing that you say is going to be judged, and you already know that. And when we get on these social media platforms and talk about our culture, defending our culture, but talking about our accomplishments and who we are as a people, and many of y'all get on here and say stuff like, we are the blueprint. Everybody copies us. Everybody imitates us. We are this and we are that. That is going to gender strife, because it's bragging in some people's minds. So you can't have it both ways. If you're going to get on the internet and brag about how great we are as a culture, as a people, brag about our history, brag about all the things that we've done, and we have done those things. But if you come on here and talk about it, it sounds like bragging. And so people feel some kind of way about it when you do that. So when something happens and they have a chance to take a shot at you, they're going to take a shot at you. I just saw a video about a Black American woman very upset because Jamaicans were telling Black Americans not to come back to Jamaica. Those Jamaicans don't have any stake in those resorts. Black Americans are going down there visiting resorts. They're not going to those people's houses. They're going to white people's businesses. Let's keep it a buck. They're not going to visit Jamaicans. They're going to visit Jamaica. You cannot take what those people are saying seriously. They don't even control the country. We already keep hearing that the Chinese and the Europeans are controlling the country. So why are you listening to non-starters like that for and getting upset? Especially when you come back and say, we are the blueprint. Everybody copies us. We are the most copied people in the whole wide world. We are the American culture. We are this and we are that. You can't have it both ways. You got to make up your mind. Either you're going to be, woe is me, we're so pitiful, and oh, I can't believe they're talking about us like this. Or you're going to stand in your own truth and stand on business and say, okay, we are Americans and we can be bigger than this. We can just let it go. Now, listen to this Jamaican person. And these are the kind of people we need to be listening to, because there are people in Jamaica who are trying to bring clarity to the situation. People who really care about Jamaica and are not just online running their mouth. Listen to this man.
Black American, real Jamaican do not get up and make video about Black American because of 5 people out of your culture. Real Jamaican do not do that. Do not get fooled by these cosplayers online who making a lot of videos. They do not own nothing in Jamaica. They probably own something in the USA, but they don't own nothing in Jamaica. They're not going to contribute to Jamaica in the redeveloping or nothing. Probably you're going to contribute more than them, but they're on here disrespecting Black American because of 5 Black American or 6 Black American. Do not pay them any mind. I'm a real Jamaican. I'm a truly Jamaican. The Prime Minister himself do not own them. Jamaica do not own them. The Prime Minister himself in the previous election, the Prime Minister himself, not because you're born in Jamaica mean you're a Jamaican. Not because you're from Jamaican parents mean you're a Jamaican. You see what I say? Mean you're a truly Jamaican. I'm a truly Jamaican. I do not subscribe to what they're saying. I do not agree with their message. Do not follow them. You see what I say? Do not follow them. They're not helping Jamaica. You might be helping Jamaica more because you have a better mindset.
Now, he started out by saying that real Jamaicans don't get up and make videos about Black Americans because real Jamaicans are trying to figure out what they're going to do about the devastation in their country. Real Jamaicans are trying to see how they're going to rebuild their lives after that devastating hurricane. So he says he is a real Jamaican, and he is speaking on behalf of people who really care about that country. And he is absolutely right. These people who are out here running their mouth, making videos, are doing more harm to Jamaica than they're doing good. They are speaking out of pride and arrogance, but they're not speaking out of the best interests of Jamaica. I just did a video about the amount of money that Black Americans pour into that economy every year. They need that money. They need that money. And these people who are making videos insulting you, sometimes it's smart to rise above the ignorance, or better still, do a little bit of critical thinking. Put yourself in the place of a Jamaican and think about if your home or your community had been devastated by a hurricane. Do you think that you would be using your time on social media talking about people in another country, or would you be trying to figure out what to do about your life? What are you going to do about cleaning up your community? What are you going to do about trying to get clean water and food for your community? Are you going to be rebuilding? Are you going to be ministering to the people in that community? Or are you going to be keeping up shit on the internet? Put yourself in the place of a Jamaican right now. What would you be doing? They don't have a stake in Jamaica. This man is right. A lot of these people live in the United States, and they're not going to contribute anything to the building of that country and the rebuilding of that country. That country, some of those communities were flattened by that storm. They don't need this nonsense. So can we just be the bigger person one time, and just maybe for this particular incident, and you can go back to bickering at another time? But don't do it now. This doesn't accomplish anything. And somebody even said something about, well, we ought to be able to criticize each other, and that is true. And white people getting in the conversation. Some Jamaican made a video about Black Americans coming down there and doing this, that, and the other. And a white person got in the video and commented that, and imagine we have to live around them. Well, hell, imagine we have to live around them too. White Americans are more of a menace to society than Black Americans are. Let's not get it twisted. We're not the ones going into grocery stores, shooting up grocery stores and shooting up churches and shooting up schools and bothering people. They are more of a menace to us, white Americans I'm talking about, than we are to them, according to the FBI, their own reporting agency. So, use critical thinking skills. Use your head. And think about the true people of Jamaica who are suffering right now. And they need Black Americans. They're going to need you to continue to go down there and spend money to rebuild that country. Talk is very cheap, but it's going to cost money to rebuild that country. And that's just all there is to it. Black Americans are some of their top spenders down there, some of their top tourists. Do not let these people fool you online. You don't know these people, and these people don't know what they're talking about. And this needs to stop. Remember, you are Americans, and we are Black Americans, and nobody is more envious of Black Americans than white Americans. And they get on when they're telling the truth, they'll get on this network and say it too. So we're not pitiful people. It's not, oh, we're so pitiful. The Jamaicans told us not to come back down there. Those people don't have any authority over that country. And again, remember that you are important to their economy. If you go, you are important to that economy. And do not be deterred by a bunch of haters online. Because I agree with what this man says. These are mostly Jamaicans living in the United States who are angry because Black people are delineating and they're getting deported. And so, or they're afraid of getting deported. And so they're mad. That's not your problem. That's a they problem. But, as an elder in the Black American community, I feel like I have to have my voice in it, whether anybody listens or not. Again, Jamaica needs Black Americans, and that country needs Black American patronage. So don't let those people who are running their mouth, who do not have Jamaica's best interest at heart, influence you in a negative way. Because that's just negative energy begets negative energy. Try to use restraint. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening and have a good evening.